Japanese curry, also delicious. Yes, exactly. Plus, it adds like a nice flavor to it with the coconut milk or coconut cream. Yes. Now, I don't drink a terrible amount, so that's kind of easy. It's more of a binge drinking thing for me. Sugar is hard though. Oh my God, sugar runs my life. Mmm. Kicking this for surgery is going to be the hardest thing. But I've heard I can get these with zero nicotine in the US, so I'm going to try that. Uh, Elf bars. They apparently sell them with no nicotine in some places. So I can get the same flavor enjoyment without the nicotine. I'm hoping that'll help a bit. Part of it is the flavor. Elf bars have like a really nice flavor, and that's what kind of pulls me in. If I could get juice that tasted like this, yeah, but yeah, I might just try that too. Mm. The convenience of Elf bars though is fucking amazing. Um, just for how long they last. Hey Sapphire, do you know a place in town that I can get like small lithium polymer battery packs? Really small, like small enough to fit in this enclosure, which is like, smaller than the palm of my hand. Between 4 and 5 volts. 5 is the supposed voltage, but I mean, like, I've seen these boards operate at like 4 or less. Okay. 7.1 would be too high. 5 is basically the ceiling. Oh, I'm trying to keep the circuitry really tiny. Mm. Oh, okay, no, I might be okay. I think it's got a voltage regulator on it. Oh no, the USB-C interface has a voltage regulator. Hmm. Hmm. Um, that is a good question. Like 600 milliamp hours? I think that's the discharge rate, right? Oh, no, okay. Shit, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up on the specs. Now I'm gonna have to find them. At any rate, I'll get back to you on that. Um, I mean, it'd be pretty low, that's for sure. Yeah, that's something I'll have to dig through later to find. Um, but I will find that out because that is what I'm shy from making these little puppies totally remote. Um, just a little battery, and this fucker is its own totally independent um, Meshtastic node. Gonna mount it in here so that I can read its screen through the bottom. Maybe, anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna think about that a little bit. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I just saw those questions. What is it? So this is a Meshtastic node. It's basically a off-grid text communication device. You can send encrypted messages um, through a totally off-grid network of, yeah, exactly, it's LoRa. Well, Meshtastic is a particular implementation of LoRa, but same shit. So those little fuckers will communicate with larger mesh networks, allowing you to communicate outside of the boundaries of cell phone providers, which is especially good if you're in an area that's off grid, so that you can still, like, text back and forth with your friends when you're camping, for instance. Um, and they're also really good at music festivals where the cell phone frequencies are already overloaded. And they're also really good at protests where you don't want your communications to be going over the main airwaves. I mean, typically with Meshtastic, you're already just bolted to a particular range. That way it doesn't have to start changing the frequency based on distance. Part of that being that it's a protocol that if you were doing it based on distance, you'd have to know the location of the other node. So Meshtastic having just locked in ranges like that allows you to bypass the need to know the range, and you can remain anonymous on the network. Reasoning behind that being you can operate, you know, clandestinely. In fact, there's even special client types where the client just basically is in listener mode. It doesn't broadcast its presence anywhere. Um, and will just listen for messages meant for it and take them without acknowledging them. And it will send messages. I forget how the sending works. Yeah, it's got a lot of applications. And it's got a lot of built-in IoT capabilities. So you can make basically deployable sensor nodes, attach a weather keeper station to it, attach a motion sensor to it. In fact, you could even attach devices to it that you could activate over a mesh network, like say multiple antennas that are going to just start vomiting out a bunch of noise. Maybe jam a whole area. Oh yeah. Even it doesn't even need to be a jammer itself, but it could be attached to one, right? Because I mean, like, it operates on like a very, very specific frequency. But if you wanted to jam stuff, you'd want to do it on a larger frequency. So you'd have this thing attached to a much bigger payload, like multiple antennas, big fucking batteries, or like plugged in power. Um, but still deployable enough. And I mean, I guess too, it depends on the area you're trying to cover. Yeah, right. And now these nodes, the communication ones, can get as simple as this, which is really just a circuit board and a battery in a box once it's complete. And they can get as complicated as just a second. You can start adding extra things to them, like keyboards and slightly better displays. So you get something that, hang on, I'm trying to get like a good one here. So you end up with something that looks like this. Or, portable nodes that you just chuck in your pocket and control from your phone kind of look more like this. Oh, here's an example of some other custom nodes. One of these is a LilyGo T-Deck, and the other is a Green Mountain. How's it going? It's been a while. And so this one is a LilyGo T-Deck, and on the left, and then on the right, at the top is it's basically a modified Heltec V3 with a keyboard and a GPS module. I'm very familiar with the exact enclosure in this picture. Oh, it's going pretty good. Just nerding out over some Meshtastic hardware. In fact, let's see. There. I'll post a picture of kind of the area you can hit with an optimal setup with this. Now, some of these communication distances involve using basically internet tunnels between different Meshtastic nodes. So it's kind of cheating a bit, but this gives you an idea of the overall network. Oh, well, thank you for wishing me a good stream. I hope you have a wonderful night, Green Mountain. And you're absolutely amazing as always, too. Happy to see you in here. And don't forget, I've got a streamathon going on tomorrow and Saturday. So tune in, drop in, say hi, tell your friends. I'm trying to raise some extra funds for bottom surgery recovery. So anyone you can send my way is hugely appreciated. So this is basically one of the cases that I want to make for a Meshtastic device. It's nice, it's simple, it's kind of rugged. And here, you know what? We'll have a little talk about how this shit works. Oh, hi, Ate. Are you here for the teaching lesson? I know you don't like skin, so you don't want to be sitting on me, but you're gonna have no fucking choice. But I gotta move. I gotta put stuff up. Get on the chair. Yeah. Okay, then you're kicked out. Fuck you. She's being so mean. Hmm. I gotta fix my channel setup here. There we go. Hey, that's the right thing to do. You don't want to let them puke in the bed. That's like the worst. Ooh, do I know this song? I feel like I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, it's Take Flight by Jordan F. Aw, Ate is the same way. She pukes so often, it's kind of horrifying. But, I take care of her. She gets the kitty love. You know what we're gonna do while I'm just sitting here being kind of lazy? We're gonna throw on some Stellaris.